our YouTube channel at Uzoma. Uh, yeah. Goodness, what's my YouTube channel again? Hey,
Baisha.
jeez. Okay, yeah, Uzoma Ken Christian on YouTube. You can watch the video. Yes, VDM and of course Mr. Jolov got into a fight, and then of course that was just swept under the carpet. Okay, Kwam interrupted a flight operation at an airport. That went under the carpet.
He was made aviation ambassador.
Yes, he was even rewarded for behaving that bad. And then, of course, former governor, serving senator, also disrupted activities at the airport, and the carpet still played host to that. And then, of course, Pella, a couple of days ago, on live stream, attempted suicide. I like I did say, I'm not a lawyer, but I do believe there are penalties for attempted suicide. It's a crime. I mean, suicide is one. We used to make jokes back in the days about suicide. Okay, it's one crime that if you succeed, you don't get punished.
Yes.
But if you don't succeed,
You get one.
you get punished. I mean, it's like fraud, armed robbery, and everything else. If you succeed, it means you don't get punished. Okay.
That's if they don't catch you.
Yeah, but if you don't succeed, it means they catch you.
Yes. Yes.
So, and then you get punished. But suicide, if you succeed, you don't get punished. If you don't succeed, well. Now, first things first, I'm not exactly, I wouldn't say I totally condemn what he did, because as a young man, truth is, Baisha, every young man has had a love interest that went south and felt totally devastated.
Yes.
I'm not talking for the lady. I'm not speaking for the
I
ladies.
know, yes.
I'm speaking for guys at a tender age. For some people, it happened in their teen ages. For some people, it happened in their early 20s, which I would love to believe Pella is. There was this love interest that you had a whole lot of fantasy about, and then it goes south, and then of course you feel totally devastated. I guess that was what Pella was going through, and that's why I say I'm not going to totally condemn his action, because a lot of people who went through that also had such thoughts.
The difference is they did not just live stream their own.
They didn't they didn't live stream theirs. They didn't live stream theirs. But Pella live streamed his. It was supposed to be an attempted suicide, but some of us believe it's content, because come on, man, you can't be driving in Lagos. You say you want to crash and die, and you're driving in Lagos. 20 minutes is all you need. There's a stationary truck somewhere that could assist you with that.
Very ashy.
No, I'm serious. You can't drive 20 minutes in Lagos on Lagos roads and not see a stationary truck that is going to assist you in your bad decision.
Very ashy.
So why would you choose a Corvette?
Corvettes. For that matter. Just Corvettes.
And then and then you crash, and then you flip the camera to left so people could see that.
That was not a crash. That was just taking a break. Like, it's just taking a break. It's just like you driving on a normal day, and maybe you're tired of, maybe there were lots of bumps on the road, and this one, I'm not press brake. I'd rather bounce over this bump. I think that was just what he did, because you want to commit suicide, and then you're making video, and then after the car crashed, you still continue. That was not an accident.
Again, we're not endorsing that action, but we're asking very vital questions as individual. Again, will the authorities let this one slide?
FRS has said they are going to prosecute him, but hopefully the prosecution goes as it will go for an ordinary Nigerian man.
An attempted suicide shouldn't be a case involved. Fine, it's a traffic offense.
Yes.
It shouldn't just be a case involving the FRSA. It's a state, because every human being is a government property.
Yes.
Every life belongs to the government.
And anybody could have tried to cross the road at that time, and that would have been a case of casualty.
And the fact that he live streamed this action, what message was he seem to be passing to his viewers and followers? Is it telling them that suicide is an option?
Anybody can just do it. I feel like
Because if you're doing, The essence of putting things on social media is to encourage people to either do it or dissuade them from doing it.
Yes.
So if you are, live streaming your suicide attempt, are you telling people that suicide is an option when you feel depressed?
I'm not going to lie here, because when I think about it, if eventually they name Pella as ambassador for FRSC tomorrow, I'm not going to be surprised. Because when our plane stopper stood in front of
I
plane,
love the sound of that, plane stopper.
showstopper, he was given ambassador. He was made ambassador for Ministry of Aviation, something like that. And then the other one that is always taking all sorts of drugs on TikTok was made NDLEA ambassador.
You can imagine.
So I will not be surprised if he's made the ambassador tomorrow. But it's just the fact that if an ordinary man has done this, we know the punishment that person will get. Why is everywhere silent?
That's $1 million question. Telephone numbers are 091 242 30865. That's 091 242 30865. And let's please keep our comments civil and short. And then, of course, you could also make a contribution on social media at Ray Power Network. That is on X and Facebook.